All right, hello again. This is episode 2 about Microsoft Teams, brought to you by myself, Teresa Chan. I'm the Assistant Dean of the Program for Faculty Development at FHS here at McMaster. And I have my guest here, Lisa. Lisa, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Teresa. I'm Lisa Colizza. I'm the Educational Lead Developer with Postgraduate and the CBME Co-Lead.
Excellent.
So competency-based medical education, we're rolling it out.
Yeah, it's a big project. So it's really awesome that you have the time to squeeze in and chat with us about this. But my understanding is that from the last episode, you kind of explained to us how powerful Teams has been. And so now I'd like to start my own team. And I thought maybe you could help me.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
So I'm going to screen share and take you into Teams and we'll go from there.
Perfect. There you go.
So right now we're on my landing page, which shows you that you can have multiple teams.
Okay, great.
And you're going to pop up over here to be able to join or create a team.
Okay.
So in the last little capture we did, I tripped you through our CBME home team to show you all different types of functionality, but I didn't tell you about how to join that team.
Okay.
So this would be the button.
Okay. And so if you knew about a team, let's say you're like, oh, join this team, I could click that button and I could search for a CBME home team, and then it would be something that I could find. You already joined to it, so it's hard to do.
The team generates a code, so you can pull out a code and send that to people, and then they would enter it here to join the team. So
makes sense.
That easy, or you can do it through a link.
Okay, cool.
But I ended up, because there's just so many involved in CBME, I just did everybody the favor and I just back-ended by entering their emails, and I added them as members.
Got it. Okay, so you can add team members, or you can like say you meet a new person and be like, check out my team. You could give them a code.
Yep, exactly.
Very cool. Okay.
So for creating a team, let's take a look at that. There is kind of multiple different types of templates that you can pick from, and it kind of hard codes into different features inside that team. I opt for other because I rather customize it as much as I can, and I showed that a lot of that customization in our other capture. So
very cool.
That's what I would recommend.
Okay. So let's call this Teresa's team.
Okay.
Okay. And then let's say that should be fine.
So you can look at your privacy issues and pick. You can make it a public team, or you can control team ownership.
I think private sounds good for this one.
Okay. So let's add me.
Okay. Cool. Can you add me as well? Put Chan maybe too. Maybe CH. Do you have to do my Mac ID maybe?
Nope, just an email.
Okay, Chan Chan 38, Chan T38 38 at McMaster.ca. There you go. That's me. There you go. Perfect. Okay, cool.
And then I'm not sure if I'm actually L Colizza. Sorry, I'm going to use.
It's okay.
I'm going to use a different one. Just go with my.
Sure. So you can send it to your Gmail too. So that means that you can. So there's different kind of levels. I guess you had one that was invalid because let's say you type something wrong, that would make sense, right? And then. So you can send it to both a McMaster one, which is because it's a McMaster environment. One is automatic, and so that's your other email. And then, or you can put I guess that's a Gmail from an external website. So that makes sense because a lot of people are using their Med Portal emails, or they're using other kind of like just personal emails for some of their academic correspondence. So that totally makes sense. And some people even use their hospital ones, so that might be part of it. And so, you can set me as an owner. That's cool.
Yep. So I didn't come up because I created the team.
Okay.
So
that's true. That makes sense.
So I added my Gmail just to show you. So external emails will come up as guest, but then you can go into permissions, and I can very closely match the permissions of guest to member.
Okay,
and then
perfect.
Owner, of course, has control over everything.
Okay. And so now we're a team of 3. Great. Cool. And I guess you could do like customizations at the top there, it looks like, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to show you a couple ones that are great. So your general channel here, so you have a main team, and then you have channels down the side that you can customize.
Okay.
So a channel is a way to group members into subgroups here that might have different functions, or it could be just by topic. Say you're working on a number of different educational programs.
Yeah, or research projects, right? So similarly, I might use this for my education research team. So I might have different people on, the social media project, or another project on social network analysis. Another one might be like our dashboard project. And each of those projects might have similar people within them, and they can be members of each channel that they're involved in, but they don't have to be in all of them, right?
Right. And it could be a coach, advisor with a subgroup of students, or a teacher with any sort of resident or learner, and different activities there, and use files to upload and create projects. So it's very functional. This is bare bones right now, but we can add some things to it.
Okay.
So here's a channel here. I'm just going to show you for the main team.
Okay.
I can get the link to the team. Or I can add a member myself.
Okay, so that's in the 3 dots next to the team name. Okay, got it. Okay, so I could create, let's say, project 1. Perfect. Okay, and so with the other settings, I saw that you picked the standard one. This means it's going to be open to everyone else. So if anyone wants to join project 1, or by default, they will have joined it, but they can spy on whatever you're saying in there. But let's say I had a secret project. Can we make a secret channel?
Sure. So let's add another channel that you want to make private.
Channel. Okay, cool. And so, privacy is where you change it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's call it private. Okay, cool. And then let's call it secret project.
Sure.
Because that's in the secret channel. Okay, and then let's say
add members.
So let's add you in, or myself as well, because there you go, external. And then myself, Chan T. I think it's just Chan T.
Yeah, if you're, you do show up there.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're automatically in there, I think, as the owner. But
okay, cool.
There you
go. Very cool.
Done.
Nice. And then there's a little lock that shows up. Excellent. So that's how you tell the closed team from the open team.
Yep. Okay. Now the same 3 dots, anywhere you see the 3 dots, like, or up here too, it just gives you access to different functions.
Okay, so this is your menu.
Way to navigate through and figure out how everything works.
Okay.
So there's your channel controls.
Okay.
You can control the channel notifications, and any member of the broad team or or a channel can control what notifications they receive. Whether they can posted chat or a file gets uploaded, they can control what they see.
Very cool.
You can edit, you can add members. So a channel functions independently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so let's say you wanted to send us now a secret project related message. You would just start typing in that box below. Is that where you would go?
Yep. So we're in the secret project channel. So say I'm starting a new post, it's going to go to everybody in that channel.
Very cool. And then you could even add like GIFs and emojis, it looks like. That's pretty cool.
Yep. All of this you can add.
So fun.
This is, it is fun. And they do get used, actually. It personalizes it. It creates some cohesiveness.
Okay.
I just wanted to try to move this out of the way so you can see along the bottom here, you can add an attachment to a post. There's your GIFs right there. If you want.
Nice.
And then if you wanted to call your team.
You could just call right within, and that's through Microsoft Teams. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
so there's something important I should add because we didn't cover it in the last little webinar bit, but Teams has just recently been added, and they're going to add the functionality of being able to schedule meetings in here, and that's going to happen in the summer. So you're going to see another icon in here. You can go right into meeting scheduler and calendar, and that because it's integrated into your Outlook, it's showing your calendar, and you're going to be able to schedule meetings. So if, say, you're meeting regularly, you can do it right through, and there'll be another icon down there.
Very cool. What's the little square sticky note there next to the GIFs? Yeah, what's that? Oh, stickers. Nice. Okay, cool. So you really can have a lot of fun in here.
And then you can change, you know, if you're creating a longer message, you can really customize it.
Ah, okay. You could
And
use
then you can
bolding
call
and
everybody.
okay. And you can even put website links, it looks like, right? That little link icon. So it all is similar to like Microsoft Word kind of functionality. You can put like a table there. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really neat how they worked in the Office 365 features
Uh-huh.
in the places you kind of need them. So you can post, you can select to post to multiple channels.
Oh, so
So
you can
you can,
broadcast to multiple groups then. Okay.
then you
Cool.
select your channels
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
and
Okay, you can even select to post to other channels across the
yep.
board to other groups. Okay, very cool. So that way, if you, let's say I wanted to do an announcement about an upcoming faculty development event, I could actually like spam all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, send a message to all my groups at once. Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, very efficient. Okay, cool.
So,
And so now we've got an open channel for general announcements. We've got a project one channel. We've got a secret project channel. That's pretty cool. That seems like it would be really good. And then as people join in, you can add their names, but you can't add them until they join, right? Is that?
nope, I can add them as the owner and they'll get an email message they've been added.
I see. Okay, so you can manually add people. Can you show me how to do that? You can add.
I just add member,
Okay.
like we've
Okay.
been doing,
Okay.
and then they'll be a member of this broad group, and they will
Okay.
see
Yeah.
the channels that
Are
I've
are
populated
not
for
hidden.
everyone to
Yeah.
see. I
Okay.
might hide some channels in my
Okay.
controls so that not everybody sees some of the channels, but I
Okay.
do. Or there's secret like locked channels that they wouldn't be able to access.
Okay, cool. And then if I really want to go all out and want to add like a logo or something like that, like, because
Yep.
like there's the cute little TT, but you just click on that and change it.
Yep.
Oh, very cool. So you could add like the icons here. Okay. I like the little, I don't know, like the little crayon one, the third one in there, maybe. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, let's use that one. Cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Or you could upload a logo, I guess, like, because that's how you have your CPME logo
Yeah.
for your CPME channel. You could upload a logo if you wanted to.
Exactly. So one thing to mention is when people get into Teams, they're going to see a web version or a desktop version. And they can download Teams to their desktop and it'll show along their bottom navigation, or they can do it through a browser. The functionality is pretty much the same, but I think people have tended to use the desktop and download it.
Yeah, there's a little lag time, I think, with most of the web apps, but like it's good for if you're off-site and you're like at your cottage and you haven't installed the app yet or whatever, you can quickly log in for one little thing and then get out of it, right? So like you don't have to download it. Like if you're using someone else's computer, they don't have Teams, you don't have to install it. You can just use the web.
Exactly.
So that's nice.
And the mobile app works fantastic.
Oh, excellent. So
I
you can like
be anywhere when I've got a few minutes and I can go through and I can click on activities, upload file. Like it's fully functional.
Super awesome. Can you show me now? So you said there were in the last episode something about a team code. Let's say I wanted to like invite a whole bunch of people to join, and I have an email listserv that I've already been doing all that stuff. How can I do that? So you go to manage teams. Okay.
So we're in manage teams. I'm just going to move this for us.
Yep.
And so people can request to be part of your team. They'll show up here. This is control over my channels. Say I want, this is just, now I'm in the management end of things as an owner. So I can control what members see, what I see. I can add a description. And
cool. And that's where you can hide the channel. So project one, for instance, go back to the last channel there. Right now you've got it so that project one doesn't show up for everyone. But if you click that one, then it would show for all members automatically.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
And then if we go into settings, this is where you can add your picture. You can control what the member settings are.
Okay, cool.
What members are permitted to do.
Yeah, so like you can imagine if you're in a large undergraduate class, if you go back to member permissions, let's say you have 1,000 people in your class, you don't want everyone to be able to create like channels. You probably want to disable a bunch of these things so that only you as the owner or the other owners, like your TAs that you set as owners as well, can actually modify channels, right? Like in a bigger group, the more control you'd probably want to have. So you don't have like millions of channels by the end of a semester.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I gave more control to them over their own content so that they
Okay.
can delete their messages or edit their messages. And
Yeah, so you can fully customize the permissions and stuff. Excellent. And then guest permissions for people who are guests from the outside. That's going to be more, customized there too.
yeah, there's a few options.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly members can have more permission, but you can have them use what they want. If I have, say, a committee chair that owns a channel, I make them an owner. Then they have
Okay.
all the control within their channel.
I see. So
And
within the channel, you can also set different permissions, but this is for the entire team that we're going at because we did the 3 dots next to mine, Teresa's team name. Okay, got it.
Another cool function is you can mention somebody and it'll cue them that you've posted something for them or them. So the team code you asked about is where you generate a team code.
Okay, cool.
And this you can share. You just copy it, or you can share it, and people will be able to enter that code at the, like I showed you at the beginning, to join.
Yep, and then they'll come up in pending requests, or if with that code they can just come right in.
They come right in.
Okay, cool. All right, very cool.
So the tagging is new, and this is where you can kind of tag individuals and groups, and so that's something that I'm looking to do. Here's a way to create tags here.
Okay.
So a whole group of individuals within the team.
So for instance, let's say you're running a big course again and you have your TAs, you might want to tag people as a TA so that, or in your case, you're running a big group with lots of program directors, you might want to tag people as program directors. So you can say at program directors, remember, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So you
or your senior residents or junior residents, if you're running an undergrad team, or you could, you could just tag them and file them whatever way. Can you have multiple tags there, it looks like?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it looks like you can. So let's say, sure. Nice. Okay, there you go. So you could, put people in teams like Harry Potter houses, like Gryffindor. You can say at Gryffindor, what do you think about this? Yeah, cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Okay,
so that's kind of the back end of things. There's some analytics, so you can see who's posting, who's been busy and doing what, and you can, as an owner, look to make sure that how you're setting things up really works for the groups. These are just the different apps that you can add.
Okay. And can you add some apps, it looks like?
Yeah, so let's go back out, because this is the main navigation out here. I wanted to show you some of that. So cool. A cool way to kind of customize in this type of team is you can add an app. So I can add a wiki, and I can call it meeting notes or group notes. And I can choose that anytime that I created this, that people in that channel are going to get notified that I did that. Okay. So it's setting up the tab.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool.
Because
there you are.
You can rename it, of course.
And so a wiki is just a shared collaborative document where everyone can all edit together.
Yep. Everybody can edit or add to it, or if somebody's taking notes in one.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a Google Doc in many ways that's within this. Perfect.
Yep. And there's conversation you can start on the side. There's other, if you
I can like put comments and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And then you can copy a link to that too if you wanted to share it. So
very cool.
Functionality.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can add other sorts of things. And in the last little capture we did, I showed you adding Planner. Yeah. This is Microsoft Planner as a tab.
Okay.
And
yeah, perfect.
The other neat thing that you can do is you can make a website a tab up here if you wanted to.
Let's do that.
Have easy access to it.
Yeah. Can we do that? Website right there. Okay, cool. And then just put MacPFD.ca. PFD. Yeah, that's our website. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then you have to put the URL link in there too, down below.
Oh, I don't have that.
You can just type it again. It's the same thing. Perfect. Oh, it is not.
Maybe I need the
HTTPS colon. Yeah, there you go. All right. So you have to make sure you put the HTTP. Got it.
So then there is your.
Okay. So it's not working. Okay. Maybe take out the S.
No, it took it up there. I think it probably needs a time to load up. I don't know.
No worries. We can come back to it later. Anything else that you could add?
Did I show Microsoft Planner?
Okay, cool.
So I did add Microsoft Planner in there, but I didn't show you what it looks like. So you can add your tasks or buckets. These are kind of my buckets on your board, and you can add different things that your group might be working on. And within that, you can
add a task. Okay, perfect.
Set a due date. You can look at that task. You can add it, and you can then assign people to it.
Got it.
And all of that
I think it's just teach him. Yeah, perfect.
And you can add notes about it. You can start due date, whether it's in progress, and all of the functionalities of Microsoft Planner. So you can add attachment file or a PowerPoint. You can create a checklist of to-dos. You can show that on the card by selecting this, and that way what you're going to see is all of it create up here. You'll be able to see all the to-dos under that. So if you're meeting with a group, you can pop into here and say, hey, how are we at? How are we doing? Do we have, some of the curriculum to look at? Do we have different people doing different things and being able to share?
Very cool.
And you have a or a chart view to see where people are at, and you can search by bucket and keep on top of your tasks. And then the schedule is what activities might be what might be due on what day of the month. So it keeps you on another view, or by week.
Okay.
Lots of functionality.
Very cool. Okay. Can we try to see if the website loaded now? Oh, I didn't load yet. Okay. Well, I'll have to go in and fix it, I guess. It probably has to do with what the actual website is. Maybe take out the S and see.
Make sure you're only linking to sites that start with HTTPS. Did I make an error somehow?
No, maybe just take out the S and see. Maybe it's, I can't remember if there's a HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're only linking to sites that have S. So maybe your site doesn't have S, and that might be.
Maybe. I don't know. I have to take a look. It looks like it does, though. Yeah, no. Oh, you know what? You need to put www. That's what it is. You haven't put the www in front of it.
Okay.
Just add www.
Oh my gosh, of course.
There you go. Perfect. And that should hopefully.
There you go.
There you go. Yay. Yay. Excellent. Cool. I mean, like, we're just making the same mistakes that most people watching this video might make. So it's always awesome to troubleshoot and.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then that way, if it loads in, people can see the upcoming content. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. This has been really fun to hang out with you and learn about this. I definitely see a big kind of like applicability for this. I've been trying to think about how I might kind of pull together a digital lab, because things are really changing now. I have some master's students, a postdoctoral fellow. To keep communication, this might be the solution that we're looking for. So this is pretty awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'm glad it was helpful.
All right. Okay. So I will probably not have another episode within this series, but I'm sure Lisa is such a tech savvy person. We're going to be talking to her another time. So until next time, I'm Teresa Chan again. Thank you for tuning into this MacPFD video.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Teresa.
Bye.